me know if I'm inaudible. Let me know about the audio levels. I love knowing about the audio levels. Alright. Thank you for letting me know. Cool. So now we have Hig versus Dantarian, and I'll move this thing here. I wish that this was easier to move around. Cool. So Hig, new to the game, speed type fan, I guess. Moscow, Nanatsu, Kyanta, good characters. Here we go. Dantarian has been playing this Sendo. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I can't do anything about it. Look at this. It's so much damage. What do you do to stop him? He just runs around. He's extremely fast. He's got extremely active boxes. What do you do? Look at that. I think the only thing Hig could have done there is try to parry or move out of the corner. I think it's the best option that you have against Sendo when he corners you. Look at that. How's it anti-air? It's super active. Nice DP. Alright, tries to sweep, but Dantarian has used a super. It kills Kyanta. Why do you not swim with him? And so we can now display the scores properly. I should change this info to so, that's, man, speed type, just, I'm really curious about his decision to use it. I wonder if he just thinks it's cool, or has labbed some sort of tech. Nice fruits basket, that'll get rid of the Sendo, and now that is the first problem out of the way, and here comes Dantarian's rare. Jumping, and the jumping B is going to hit Nanatsu out of whatever she was trying to do. Random super, no dice, good reversal. Here comes the fan blade, and Kyanta lands right on top of it. Rare takes game, so. Dantarian is up 2 against Hig. Hig has not played a lot online, 0 wins, so. Yes, it is 3. So you trying to sweep it under the rug? Trying to quickly rid yourself of this. We'll see if Hig changes his strategy, goes to like a solo, switches type. Speed type, I mean, I suppose that Nanatsu might be able to do some sort of like crossover, cross through setup with Fruits Basket. I don't know how good that is, but I imagine that she can do it. I don't think that Kyanta gets anything that I know about from speed. I don't think that Masuko gets. Well, Masuko could probably do cross through setups using Angelic Kyanta, but he's not using Angelic Kyanta. Tries to anti-air with 5B, no luck. 2x, nice parry there. Putting a little bit of damage, taking the fight to Dantarian just a little bit. Good jumping B. Weird super, okay. Weird super in return. Not too bad for Hig. Um, the real problem is that he's got no health by virtue of playing speed type. Random fruits basket, no good. Big slippy. Alright, and his last 120 health on Kyanta comes in. Where's the Dragon Punch? It's not there. Pomeranian Upper, there we go. And now it's Cocorn coming in. Oh wow, that super just barely tagged Cocorn's a wide body. Hig was not ready for the cross through. And a kick of death will finish off Hig, and the first match is over. So, good games. Stick around, Hig. You're still in it for the losers bracket. Next we have Green Gem versus Time Gear. Time Gear, where you at? I don't think so. It's Ari Lewis versus Hippo. Yes, the bracket has been seeded. So, Green Gem versus Time Gear. Time Gear. Rogue. Azuma. I'm disappointed that Dirge didn't show up. They got canned or something. Okay, Green Gem starting with Demon Nanatsu, gets the big steppy combos going early, coming in hot. Alright, big damage from Maso's glitched question mark throw. And there's the big steppy. This is why you put Demon Nanatsu first. Look at this lead you're building, Green Gem. Alright, whiff on the jumping B. That's okay. Nanatsu slowly running out of health. Osmodeka's stamina type's got plenty of life to spare. But it's definitely going to be a come from behind for Time Gear. Nice Kyanta combo. Good parry. Alright. Oh shoot, I didn't have the thing. Oh god, I've completely screwed over Green Gem of such a good showing. That's okay. He'll have another one, I'm sure. Don't tell anyone. I'll never know. Oh god. Green Gem, you gotta win this one. I'll look like a damn idiot. Wow. I can't believe that that made the Pomeranian after cross up. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so Maso's EX Fireball going through all sorts of birds and bees. Gonna put an end to that Demon Nanatsu, and that is most of the problem gone. Look at that big damage from Maso's throw. I think that he was going for a throw reset in there. Jumping EX. 5 EX, no dice, just getting his EX moves blocked. And this is super tight Maso. He is not getting that meter back without putting in some work. Kyanta takes the round, and now we have Azuma Deka on point, the KG himself. And this corner pressure from Kyanta is no joke. Good use of the trap there, trying to keep Kyanta away, but pressure does not end. Alright, nice super out. Two life on Azuma Deka, but he is fighting hard for his life. Got enough meter for super or 2 EX moves. Jumping EX will take the round. Nice play from Time Gear. Okay, so sticking with the Natsu first, I definitely agree with this decision. Ooh, accidentally did not activate properly. And his Natsu is losing a lot of life quickly. Does not parry the 2-hit fireball, and the jumping A from Kyanta will work out. This is the first time we've really got to see Time Gear's Kyanta do anything, but Green Gem will EX fireball his way to victory. And here is Maso once more. Nice parries. Gonna force Kyanta to come to him. Not sure about these EXD feeds from Maso, but wow, OTGs with jumping V. I didn't know that was possible. Cool. I'll write that on the wiki. And now it is Masao versus Masako. Masako quickly takes the victory with jumping V into 2X. Now it is back to the anchor matchups. Nice jab into super. Big damage from Azuma Deka. And Time Gear gets his second win. Wow. Time Gear able to get the taunt off with Kyanta. I think that is a meter taunt, so that ends up being quite important for him. Gets hit by the EX Fireball and uses all of his meter. I think he missed time to parry there, so now it is second versus second. And a big 5 EX from Maso. This is the first time that he's advanced to fighting Nanatsu, or advanced to fighting the Anchor. Now Green Gem is playing Anchor Demon, and I will be honest and say that I don't agree with this decision at all. It's so helpful to just build a lead with it. Alright, and I think that that is the third game for Time Gear. Man, I feel really bad about that, but nobody say anything. Nobody will know. Okay, now it is YFD versus R. Lewis. Okay. I'm sad that Dirge couldn't make it because I really wanted to see him play. I think he would have done well. He's been putting a lot of work in with Robo Azuma. He's been doing really well. Playing against Shenso, who has spoken well of him. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that goof. Yeah, it's too bad, man. You played really, really well in the first round. You know, think about what you did in the first round and do that more. I think that it's really smart for you to start with Demon Natsu. I don't think that you gain anything from her being on Anchor, besides more opportunities. Like, if you save your meter, which I don't think you will, or even that you should, really, I think that you get more opportunities too, but you get a guaranteed chance to take out a full health character if you put her in the front, right? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I know that better than anybody. The reason I know it better than anybody is because if I don't save meter in this game, I don't get any meter. Alright, so it's Hippo versus Arilu. I haven't seen Arilu play. We've got Katana Kyanta versus Hippo's Spike. Nice, 2x out of the corner, tries for the jumping B with Katana Kyanta, but no dice. This can be kind of fickle against Spike, I'm sure. And we have Jakor, that's good. We don't see a whole lot of Jakor. Let's see how Hippo is going to deal with this. Just jumps straight over, tries to hit him with the jump rope. That's situations where the drill comes in handy. Taro Anchor, EX type Taro Anchor. I don't agree with this at all. You have 100 life. You can't walk forward, but the good news, I suppose, is if you are able to create any amount of space, you can throw the bone, maybe start recovering some life, since Taro does have that passive health recovery. So Arlu switching from, who did he have on his squad last time? Jakor to Cocorn. This is really rough. The one advantage that Katana Kyanta really has over other characters is those two-hit Kyanta swords, but Spike's projectile travels faster, and it just has the same number of hits, so it doesn't... He's got another projectile that he can throw as well, so, I mean, that's really rough. And here we go. Now with Stamina type on the Taro, he's able to regain some life. Now he's actually already regained enough life to be similar to a 180 life character. Now Arlu is down to his Anchor Cookhorn. Uses an Ultra 1. It's a lot of damage on Hippo's blues, but Hippo is the blues specialist. And enough pressure with that jump or with the standing P, and Arlu eventually will crack. Yeah, man, just stand B all day. It's hard to do anything about. You gotta parry it or find some spacing to stick something out. Probably not that bad for Goku, right? Just 2x. He hits for everything. But what if he doesn't do it again? Goku's DP probably gets through that, but his 5EX might be... I don't know, because I would assume that it does, but his 2x might not, because of like the property that things have in this game, that you can't really do them as reversals all the time. But I would think that Kokron could do something. Certainly he could do something. Alright, this should be the end of Spike. Yep. A pretty good balance of meter there. Interesting super from Hippo. Good blocks. Nice job, Arlu, calling that out. No 2x at all on that jump in. That's a one that you don't see often. 2EX. I don't think that the entire sword is a hit bar. Or on 5A, yeah, the entire sword is a hit bars. Yeah, I think that 5A is really good, but jumping A is a lot smaller than it looks. This is an Anchor Taro, and that lower life is really hurting him. So, Hippo goes 3 over Arlu. Take a look at this Bracky. Now it is Mole versus Limgom 9. Limgom 9, another player I've never seen before, ever.
Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイク、ブルス、ミからしアンナ、ミシェル、レアシ、ヒロ、ウェルダン、ナラツ、ローコ、カン、ガチロボじゃなくて俺はアズマロボ、しっかり覚えとけ、アズマ、ケイティ、アズマ、デカ、どっちかわかんねえ。マスクのミシェル、刀、カンタ、マサオ、これでみんなやばいやつら全員勢揃いで、この個性揃いのキャラスター、粒揃い、なんだっていいからしっかりやっとけ。このゲーム、最強だ、なんか褒めまくる、これは、なんだ。
So Mole using the solo EX Katana Kyanta versus who is this? This is Limgom 9's Katana Kyanta. Well done in Cockhorn. Interesting. I don't know if I should call him Yes or Limgom. you can watch the replay if you think I'm making fun of you. Let me know. I don't want to be mean to anybody. A lot of the times, I mean, I don't think that, like, the last guy was, what's his name? Hig, yeah. And, Hig had, he was using all speed types, and I legitimately don't know why. Now, it might be that Hig had labbed something that I don't know about. I don't know everything about this game. So, you know. Yeah, man, like, if there's a game you can get washed and it's Kyanta, it'll happen to you. You will get absolutely, I mean, you just get run over, and things do so much damage. No, I think I don't expect anything more. Just play more Arlu, and I'll understand what you're trying to do, and we'll see how we can all get better. So Mole's solo Katana Kyanta has been putting up a good fight against Arlu's team. Arlu's team is constructed in an interesting way. Pretty traditional, I guess, with an EX type in front. He put up a really good fight this round, and now Mole's Katana Kyanta is really hurting. I'm not so sure about EX type. Well done. Oh, that's a really good super. Nice anti-air. And the 2 EX will knock out Katana Kyanta. Good showing. Trying to make Well Done look like a legitimate character. I like it. Taro is really good solo, actually. He's probably the best solo character in the game because he has this passive where you can... Oh, hey, Harama. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, he has the health gain passive, so the more health you have, the more health you can regain. So you might want to try like a duo. No, that's a yeah, no, you get that even. Taro's the only character that has it. I definitely don't think that you can afford to play him trio and not in stamina or super. I think that his health gets too low if you're not playing stamina or super and he's on a trio. It's too easy to just die. That's my opinion. Man, Mole's getting a lot of usage out of these riot stomps. That Well Done is not looking well done now. Maybe he is looking a little cooked, I don't know. Good, Ultra 1. Bonk. 30 life left on this Katana Kyanta. And, Yes has already taken out the first character on Mole's team, so he will go up to 2. A lot of, like, Shinzo will tell you this, that he thinks, and I'm kind of the same opinion, that EX type is a real, it's a real trap that beginner players fall into. And I don't mean to say that because it's bad, but it's like a crutch for getting meter when you should be parrying and getting hits. And the stamina that you get from, like, the HP that you get from stamina and super types are far superior. Oh, Mole had a chance to get a really big combo off that really well-spaced 2B, but gave it up. Yes, playing this patient spacing game with Katana Kyanta, big super, and nice jumping B, well-spaced. Still isn't dead, 44 life left. And now it's the Katana Kyanta mirror. Big Kyanta sword for Mole. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's hard to... Yeah, we get both the Katana Kyantas in the same match. I'm really impressed with Yes's well done, honestly. When Mole does Riot Stomp, Yes should be trying to hit him with the high well done beam. You got to be careful with some of the multi-hit projectiles. You'll give players that are good at parrying free meter. Alright, so that is 3 for Yes. Don't play another one. Okay, cool. I was talking with the crowd and not commentating as well as I should have. So it's Limgom9, aka Yes. Hopefully he'll tell me which name you prefer. We'll go with Hig versus Green Gem. This is the order that it is suggesting we run it, is Hig versus Green Gem now. Yeah, doing two of 3 would just not work. Ah, he left.
Kyanta, Kyanta, Buttavi Spike, Brissami Karacha Anna, Michel Reachi Hiro Verda, Naratsuro, Kokan,
Okay, so Hig. Last time he was using a bunch of speed type characters because he wanted speed and the ability to use Ultra EXs. As a result, he had not a lot of HP to play around with. It's really difficult for a new player. And I'm not really sure how much use you get out of speed. It's interesting to see somebody play around with speed at the very least. Green Gem going with his normal team. We'll see what order he plays in. Nice big wall of EX moves. That was good to not commit immediately to just a big step B over and over again. Aw, nice try on that 2EX. I respect it. Not super aware of the angles that Nanatsu's projectiles come out, understandably so. And here is the mirror. Running away from that ladybird. Does not want to get touched by it. These opportunities that the Green Gem is getting to taunt are making a really big difference in this match. Getting a free meter every round without even having to die is pretty rough. But now, Hig's Kyanta has made some headway. Big cross up 2x there. And the 2EX from Green Gem will take the first game.
Come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイクブレスサミからじゃあんなミシェルレア千尋ウェルダン七つローコか東ロボじゃなくて俺は東ロボしっから覚えとけ東ケイティ東デカどっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル刀カンタマサウコリでみんなヤバいやつら全員勢揃いでこの個性揃いのキャラクター粒揃いなんだっていいからしっかりやっとけ
Okay, so Hig now using stamina type on Kyanta. I think that's. I agree that that's the best character he could have switched. Big 2x from his Masako puts him in an early lead, and the demon onslaught is already over, so he's got a really good positioning this time. Here comes the demon, though. Jumps out in a nice 2x to seal the round. Now, that is the big problem out of the way. Only 10 life left on Masako. Doesn't last long to that Pomeranian upper. Hig taking a page out of Green Gem's book. Tries to open up the round with a series of big steppies, but doesn't get the reward he would quite like to get off of it. He's got plenty of meter. And he's got enough health to make this comeback, thanks to stamina type, but it is quickly depleting. Good uppercut. Nice combo. If he had comboed into super there, it might have killed. Or was certainly killed. Not sure what Green Gem was doing there, but you're probably trying to parry. And now it is Masako versus Hig's last character, Kyanta. But a big 2EX from Masako will take the game. Seems like Hig's getting the hang of things. More or less.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイクブレスサミからじゃあんなミシェルレア千尋ウェルダン七つローコか東ロボじゃなくて俺は東ロボしっから覚えとけ東ケイティ東デカどっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル刀カンタマサウコリでみんなヤバいやつら全員勢揃い
Kyanta put in a lot of work in that game. And with just a little bit more awareness of things like hitting the anti-air tatsu into the standing A on the ground and being able to do that into super will go a long way. And that's something you only get from playing. So there's a Masako mirror to start. Green Gem has changed his order. And it is not looking like that order change was a mistake yet. Bunch of big steppies, but that is just a real dump of meter. It's so easy to just do it over and over again, isn't it? Big 2x, big steppy twice, no reward off it, not a single big steppy hit. It's really unfortunate, and he's going to be hurting for meter later on. Nice jumping EX into 2x. Be able to get the full screen punish on the full screen super. Jabs into sweep, not a combo, but seals out the round nonetheless. No punish on the deep V, that's no good. Pomeranian upper sweeps under the EX fireball, and they are just playing the spacing game. Hig's got no life left, that's too bad. It still would have had to gone through another character. Demon Nanatsu, it would have been rough. Well played from both of them. Hig really showed a lot of improvement throughout the set, and since this is his first time playing online, I think that we can cut him a sufficient amount of slack. Well played. So Green Gem moves on, and now we'll get Ari Lewis versus Mole. I think that Mole versus Limgom would be considered an upset. Lim, okay. Since it's Lim's first time in a tournament, I think that we can call that an upset. And we'll see how it goes against Ari Lewis. Cool. Arlu has the Chihiro avatar. I have not seen him use Chihiro yet. Pocket Chihiro? I'm running out of time. The time is up. What's going on? I hope that they were able to pick the characters that they wanted to pick in the proper amount of time. Okay, that is a really quick victory for Mole in the first round, and here comes Arilu's Taro. Oh, he's got the fire on the ground, and this might give him some time to heal. No parries, unfortunately. And the Boko is building up extremely quickly on that low life Taro. He's really got to be careful. Nice control of that bone, I'm impressed. Good parry coming down. Good spacing on those jumping A's. What do we see? Bones going all over the place. He's really got something going with this Taro. I'm really impressed. He's using the built-in movement on the character so that he can control the bone at the same time. But he just barely gets hit by the overhead of jumping B, and he's got 200 health to go through. And that is going to be really rough with Tsukami taking so much damage early in the round, and a 5EX from Mole will close it out. I have to set this round thing to stay in the center. It is to stay in the center. How does this work? I don't know anything about this. Well. So, Arlu, despite showing some real confidence with Taro, was not able to beat Mole's solo Katana Kyanta. I'm glad to see another solo player, I guess. I guess Mole's a solo player. I'm a solo player. Solo struggle. But, I guess he's solving the problem of meter by playing EX type, but then he's got the problem of just having so much less life than any other team. But wow. So now is about the time that Arlu needs to devise a way to recover some of this life. He's building up a lot of Boko. Okay, so even if he didn't get hit there, if he had blocked, he would have been full up on Boko, and then he would have died anyways. Now, Arlu's got plenty of meter. Needs to be willing to spend some of this to get out of these Kyanta sword setups. Like that one. It could have just 2EX'd out probably. If not 2EX, then 5EX certainly would have worked. I think 5EX is safe. 2EX is extra safe. We'll see if Arlu pulls out anything interesting in the final round, or if he's wanting to stick to the stuff that he has shown so far. I don't think that it's out of his reach or anything. If he plays Taro like he did in the first game. Oh, Mole's switched characters. You're not supposed to do that. I would prefer it, yeah. We do have the rules in place, and, you know, I don't want to be the guy that's like, all upset about rules and stuff, but, you know, it's pretty, like I said, I think that Arlu could have made the adaptations necessary to win, so switching up like this is kind of unfair to him, in my opinion. Arcade rules and all that, you know. Yeah, you know, it happens. I'm not upset at Mole, but we gotta play that one back. Come, get him back here, Arlu. Where's he going? Okay. Let me tag these guys in the Discord. Changing order is allowed, yes. Yeah. 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 So yes, you can change your order if you win. That's the only thing that you're supposed to change if you win. Okay, so Arlu now switching order. No, Kimmy out of the corner. That's something that definitely needs to be done. Nice throw. Taking advantage of Arlu's propensity to block. Nice Abare. And Riot stomps to safety, and now it is a rather even match, I suppose. As Boko building rather quickly onto Taro. Started recovering life, and that big flame pit is going to be really difficult for Katana Kyanta to move through. And now Boko is becoming a huge factor in this matchup. Unfortunately, Arlu could just not afford to block anymore. And that will be Mole's legitimate win. Congratulations, Mole. And thank you for playing Arlu. Close these scores, get the Bracky. Now it'll be Dantarian versus Time Gear.
飛びスパイクブルスサミからじゃあんなミシェルレアジヒロウェルダン七つローコカンガチロボじゃなくて俺はアズマロボしっから覚えとけアズマケイティアズマデカどっちかわかんねえ
So this is winners round 2.
粒揃いなんだっていいからしっかりやっとけこのゲーム最強だ
Winners round 2. So Dantarian going with Garasha, and Tiger seems to do very well against it. And just as I say that, he loses a massive amount of health from some weird Garage stuff, and is now sent to his Super Maso. Maybe Maso can't punish that. I'm surprised. That was a really big combo off of jumping X. Time Gear wanted to walk up and do something or other, but Garasha does too much weird stuff to allow walking around. Ozumideka's gun whiffs on Crouch and Garasha, one of the 3 characters it whiffs on. There's some knowledge for you. That is a really rough matchup as a result. Nice super, and the taunt after it will make the follow-up gun do a ton of damage, but immediately being hit by Kick of Death, Dantarian seals the first game.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイクブルスサミからじゃあんなミシェルレアジヒロウェルダン七つローコカンガチロボじゃなくて俺はアズマロボしっから覚えとけアズマケ
So we are back in the sauna for the second match. Big Pomeranian upper EX. And it does not seem like Time Gear is prepared to punish these Garasha balls. That's okay. Actually, no, it's not okay. He's got to at least use fireballs to do it. Fireballs are a really good way to do it. Okay, this is a lot of damage. Just 2 life left on that Garasha, and a meaty Wimpy Kyanta will do it. Good deal. Not losing out too much with Maso not getting hit by the really big fan blade, and 2 life left on rare. I am sensing a pattern here. Charging up those 5 Bs, but has no meter left to his name. Nice Kyanta to anti-air the jumping B, and now it'll be Dantarian's Cocorn versus Time Gear's Maso. Playing really well here. That is a big grab. I'm really glad that Time Gear is abusing that extra damage on the grab. Oh no, the Devil's Reverse goes right over Time Gear's Azuma Super, and unfortunately Time Gear is not able to stop Cookcorn from jumping around, controlling the air. And that's a real weakness of Azuma, is just not being able to hit that area around his head at all. Dantarian, 2 up against Time Gear. Okay, so Time Gear now switching to Rogue instead of Kyanta. And he's playing Maso first. Interesting. Nice cross-off anti-air 5EX. Big DP from Maso 2EX, not seen too often. Big damage from the throw. Wow, that's a great punish! Was able to throw him out. .2EX to get the punish on 2X. And Time Gear is really playing this just super well. Nice 5EX. And the jumping A will stop Maso's momentum enough to do an instant overhead. And Cocorn will take the hit. Now it is just Time Gear's Rogue versus Dantarian's... No. It is Dantarian's Anchor Rare against Rogue and Azuma. But as Rogue is ending is nearing the end of her life bar, Rare is looking pretty strong. What is... Okay, so with the extra life, it seems that Time Gear is sitting fairly comfortably. Nice EX. Oh, great. 2 EX. He's got the overheads ready. Anti-air overhead ideas. Anti-air / overhead ideas. And now we've got ourselves a real match. So Dantarian now switching to Sendo. That's interesting. I think that I expect... Wow, what a good parry. I expect Maso to be able to deal with this relatively well. He's got a fast walk speed himself. He's got some pretty active boxes he can put on the screen. He's a good super though, and when Maso is put into the point position, he does not have quite as much meter to play around with as he might otherwise have. Even a little bit more meter would have made a big difference in there, giving him another chance to use 5EX. Big Chungus hitting Sendo out of doing Sendo things. And a big EX rope swing in the air. Do Time Gear the damage that he needs. The Kick of Death hits twice from Dantarian. And now begins the zoning, space control, etc. of Time Gear's Rogue. Dantarian sitting comfortably with 92 health on Cocorn. Time Gear not able to defend successfully against the Kick of Death pressure. Not sure that taunt was the best thing to do here. It gives extra damage, and he did not need any extra damage at all to take out that Cocorn, which he does. Nice instant overhead with the gun. And now this is the space he doesn't want to be at. Dantarian able to close it out with a 5EX. Really good showing from Time Gear. Really close matches, played well throughout. Alright. YFD Hippo versus Lim. I'm interested in this match. And Lim's already in here. Changing his name from Yes previously. Looking strong.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, put the spike, brush some garage, Anna, Michelle Reyes, Hero, Welda, Nara, Zuroko, Gachirova, Zarakio, Azuma, Robochika, Boy, Azuma, Kate, Azuma, Dekatochka, Kane, Maskudo, Michelle, Katana, Kanta, Masa, Kore, the Min, Yabaya, in Zoro, the Konoko, Zoro, no, Karistra, Subzoro, Nanda, the Ikara, Shikaria.
Alright. Lim's got the EX type Katana Kyanta, but is not able to make any headway against Spike's wall of projectiles. It's really rough. It didn't get much anything from the EX type in the beginning. Alright. That's interesting that Weldon's got some really fast projectiles, so this might be a little bit more difficult than a lot of other characters, but Hippo's a smart enough player to just start parrying. It's really unfortunate. It's basically just the extra recovery that Weldon has on his Ultra compared to Spike that made that go south so quickly. Alright, Lim, starting to use 2x the way that God intended. Nice 5EX. I think that blue super is impossible to punish without a parry, and it is not easy to parry. Spacing really, really well from Hippo. And Lim still has a third character to go through if he makes this, but he does not. Oh, I had not reset the scores. I'll get all this stuff organized one day. So I think that a real problem that Lim had in that match was the fact that his Katana Kyanta was not able to get him the meter that he really wants. We'll see if he makes any sort of adjustments to get that meter. Any order changes or anything like that to play around the spike that Hippo normally plays first. Well Done also had some trouble. Ooh, interesting. 5EX will get him out of taking a bunch of damage from that Ultra. But these are both EX type characters, and it seems like they're pretty even. They're actually going a lot more even than I considered. And here's a Kyanta sword. Not able to do a lot of damage to Spike. And that Boko is really starting to build up onto Lim. Interesting. 5EX out of the corner from Lim's Well Done. Able to take down Spike, and now it's a pretty even match. Well Done's got a little bit of bonus life compared to other characters. Just 15, that's an important, like, jumping A or something that he can take extra. And now Lim is down to his last character, Cocorn. No punish, even though that super had whiffed, probably was able to, but did not register in time. This is an Anchor match now. I just realized that Lim is playing Anchor EX Cocorn and not like Stamina or Super or something weird like that. I knew it wasn't Super because he used Super or Ultras before. Nice 2x. Gets all 3 hits. Is not able to get the Super, but he's got plenty more attempts left. Maybe time to change the strategy. Not looking like you're gonna land that Ultra. And each web ball that he blocks is a real trouble for him. Wow! The super out of nowhere. Lim is able to grab that pesky Hisomi and put her in the ground. So it is a 1-1 now. Exciting. Okay, so return to form. Spike just barely getting an advantage over Lim's Katana Kyanta, but unfortunately he's at a severe meter disadvantage against Hippo's Blues now. Blues opening the round with an Ultra 1, and it did a significant amount of damage to Well Done. Oh man. Lim's really got to start pairing bombs like that. Those are free a meter for him, but he chose to take the Boko instead. 1 meter's going to fill up. Which will you choose? No 2x. Interesting. I'm wondering if Lim is not confident in his ability to press it, or just doesn't know how good it is. He's built a lot of meter with his EX Cocorn, and now they're both down to anchors again. And as we saw last game, just one errant move can end up in a huge amount of damage being dealt. You mess up once. 2 X's until it works. I respect it. Alright, but Hippo able to close it out with a combo from his 2 EX. And it's looking pretty close.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイク、ブルス、ミからじゃあんなミシェル、レア、千尋、ウェルダン、七つ、ローコ、カン、東ロボじゃなくて俺は東ロボ、しっから覚えとけ、東ケイティ、東デカ、どっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル、刀、カンタ、マサオ、これでみんなヤバいやつら全員勢揃いでこの個性揃いのキャラクター粒揃いなんだっていい
Okay, we're back in this match again. Nice! Gets the 2B juggle into the counter sword. Blocks all the hits of the spike roll. Looks like Lim was expecting the fireball to come through, but it doesn't actually go full screen. Good 5 EX to punish, and if he had taken one more hit, he would have gotten Boko. So this is a huge amount of life saved on the part of Lim. Really, really fortunate. It looks like Katana Kyanta crouches under Blues' 5B, which is pretty significant. That's a real big part of Hippo's game plan. And he's got a pretty substantial lead. That's pretty tied up in meter. This is rough. No punish on the Well Done Ultra. It's more than possible to punish it. And a 5EX out of the corner. Lim is onto Hippo's Anchor Hisomi. And he still has his Cocorn in reserve. Yeah, thinking about it a little bit more, the EX version on Lim has actually done him quite a bit of good. I'm not usually a fan of EX, but he's definitely playing this really well. The stamina in the center is interesting. And that will be it for Lim. He has taken the second game. Now it's 2-2. Very close match here. Kyanta ぶっ飛びスパイクブルスミからじゃあんなミシェルレア千尋ウェルダン七つローコカン東ロボじゃなくて俺は東ロボしっかり覚えとけ東ケイティ東デカどっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル刀カンタマサオこれでみんなヤバいやつら全員勢揃いでこの個性揃いのキャラクター粒揃いなんだっていいからしっかりやっとけこのゲーム最強だなんか褒めまくるこれはなんだ Hippo now switching to Butobi from Spike. And the switch did not seem to do. Oh, he switched from Hisomi. But that Butobi did not do him any good at all, truthfully. Lim shouldn't be so afraid to stick 5A into that big leg. It does not have a hurt marks on it. And Hippo should not be so afraid to punish that Ultra. It is vulnerable after the second hit. That is a big Ultra from Hippo, however. And he will be moving on to fighting Lim's Anchor, Cocorn. A perfect here for Lim would be optimal. He doesn't lose too much life, 23. And now, again, this is actually really nice for Hippo because this is a character that cannot crouch under his Blues' 5B. But he's not afraid of 2X anymore. Baits the meter use out, but because of limits choice and EX type. He's able to continuously gain a meter. That counter hit 5B does so much damage. He was able to close out the round. Well played from both competitors here. I am quite impressed. Lynn's got a really strong showing for a first-time competitor here at Kyanta Fight Club. And we'll move on to Time Gear versus Mole. I'm really glad that we had a lot of beginners this week. It's been a while since we had a fight club like that. I think that most of them had a really strong showing. They all got better over the course of the matches that they played, and they've all got a lot less match experience than the people that they played against. We've seen a lot of interesting stuff coming out. We saw like the first Jakor in a really long time. I think we saw the first Taro at Kyanta Fight Club ever from Ari Lewis, and he really played it well in at least one round. Just needs to like nail down a team and a way to really exploit the things that Taro has going for him, and hopefully we can see that character appear a little bit stronger than we think. Hig using speed type is pretty interesting. I'm not quite sure what to expect from it. I feel like the uses that it has might cost too much meter, but that doesn't mean that they aren't possible. Something like Nanatsu using Fruits Basket cross throughs should be possible. Speed type. For now, it's Mole versus Time Gear. The other solo player in the Anglosphere, Mole, using EX Katana Kyanta. Time Gear using normal human being Kyanta this time. Nice Pomeranian upper. And this time sees the right stomp from across the screen and Pomeranian uppers it as he should. Says, you're not going to get away with that. Maybe you will get away with it. And he does not block after Ukemi-ing. Does not realize that he's being hit by that meaty Kyanta sword. And we are to Time Gear's Maso, which he's played super well. I think that Maso is a really cool character, so I'm glad to see more of Maso at Fight Club. This Boko is cranking high. Anything else would have Boko to Time Gear, and then his Maso would have been dead anyways. So now it's to Time Gear's Azuma Keiji. And nice super anti-air. But this just turned out to be a real slugfest, and without a way to get Mole off of him, Time Gear's Azuma will fall. That's pretty rough. I'm not sure what. I think Time Gear just has to aim to not have that position where it is, cornered Azuma versus Katana Kyanta. He might have switched up his order a bit. Still regular Kyanta first. Wow. Time Gear gets the taunt off. Isn't able to secure the round, but gets about half of Mole's HP down. That's pretty good. No 5EX, no punish at all on these Riot Stomps. He is just going. Time Gear's got plenty of meter. Willing to 5EX that time, but gets a little bit too close, and Mole responds with a 5EX of his own. These Kyanta swords are interrupting Keiji's ability to fire his gun. It's really not working out at all for Time Gear here. That's rough. I don't know what happened. When Time Gear's Maso came out, he just was not able to control Mole from Riot stomping all over the screen. That's really what he needs to be able to do if he wants to win this game. He'll have to bring it all the way back if he wants to win. Now, nice 2EX. Does not combo properly off of the jumping Tatsu. And enough hits from Time Gear, or Mole's 5A will defeat normal Kyanta from Time Gear. Oof, the jumping A from Maso falls right into the Super Kyanta sword, but a big and important throw. Good parries! Time Gear is really giving it to him now, and he's got a pretty substantial life lead with his Azuma, but he'll have to find something more than just life in order to win this game. Oh jeez, I'm losing a lot of steam. Well played. Able to leverage the jumping gun and the bear trap in order to prevent Mole from taking this set 3-0. So, Mole now adding Super Ana to his team. We'll see if this helps him out or hurts him. I know that when you play one character a certain way for so long, when you lose access to it, or you're trying something that's just completely different, it might not be any good. Good punish on the sweep. This Kyanta's putting in a lot of work. I'm glad to see it happen. But the dive kick overhead will take out Time Gear's first character. That's okay, because since it is 3v2, it's a ratio fight that we do not see too often. I'm almost certain, yes, for sure, Time Gear definitely has a life lead here, and it's a pretty substantial one as well. Wow! That is 2-2, Time Gear to Mole. Really well played from that Maso. Really good jumping A short hop. Able to cross up during the duration of 5EX. If it was not a cross through, then it was certainly just Mole running out of patience and does not want to block that shit. And Mole back to his solo Katana Kyanta stuff, and that is why he should have stuck with it all along. Just so much damage from an errant Katana Kyanta sword super, and now it is basically Mole's favor here. I'm very impressed by Time Gear's use of appeals, personal actions, taunts, whatever you want to call them. He's gotten a lot of value from using each of them, truthfully. Like that. He's able to find spaces that he can use it, and then, you know, just a little bit of... If he did not have taunt in that situation, he would not have killed off of that super, because I did 10 damage. Which means that the bonus 20 was enough to put Mole behind. Really, really well played from Time Gear and from Mole. A really close game. So now it'll be Lamb versus Green Gem. And that'll be another interesting one. Okay. Lim, somewhat unconventional team of Katana Kyanta, Well Done, and Kokorn versus Green Gems, rather conventional team of Kyanta, Nanatsu, and Masako. Whoa! A bunch of EX moves flying out from every direction. Nice taunt. Able to get the meter needed to close out that first set. That is extra punishable. You can punish after the second hit of it. Two normal steppies. Not a combo. These are some well done hitbox problems if I've ever seen them. Not able to apply any pressure to the very low to the ground Nanatsu. And standing just a little bit too close to Lim as he gets up with 2x. That is Green Gem's first character down. Masako 2x into the corner. And Green Gem able to seal the deal against Lim in the first game. That point Demon Nanatsu is really working out for him. I hope that he feels that way. Wow, that's a lot of damage on that Demon Nanatsu. Nice spacing. Able to punish the whiffed big slidey. And now Green Gem is sort of at a position reset. Yep, able to get it. It's sort of just like they played a match of duos. Okay, good punish. Didn't need to blow EX, but chose to. It's quite a bit of damage. No, not able to cancel that throw. A jumping EX will put Green Gem behind. Well done. Teleports behind you. Uses 2x to victory. And now Lim is on his anchor. EX Kokorn. Using 2x just a few too many times. Not ready for that 2x after the EX jumping, or the jumping EX, but from Green Gem. Green Gem's got 2 games in his pocket already. Lim's really got to be careful to not stop blocking after the jumping B or jumping EX against Masako, blocking all 4 hits of the 2x that follows it, moving out of the corner, and then getting a corner punish for optimal damage. It's absolutely worth having if you have not already. And the teams are remaining the same. If Lim wants to make this comeback, he'll have to do it with his normal team. Well played. Big slidey. Gets the hit, so it's not a completely wasted demon type. Had lots of chances to get some damage, and he's got plenty of damage on Katana Kyanta. And I don't really understand how that Ultra Kyanta sword hit, but Lim is able to defeat the Demon Nanatsu, and what a great parry! Fantastic parry. He's able to punish that jumping B, jumping EX. And now into the round of doubles. Lim advances to anchors with a significant health advantage. And definitely this is Green Gem's most fundamentally sound character. Just barely whiffs that combo. I'm surprised that does not work on Well Done as easily as you would think. The alternate height from jumping A is able to either freak Lim out enough or just something happened where he was not expecting the low. Is this gonna kill? Not quite. 17 health left, and a whiffed DP will give Lim his first game. I don't know what I'm expecting here. Lim has shown really, really well against everyone he has played so far. I think it's fair to say that he upset Mole. And I think it would be fair to say that beating Green Jim here would be an upset. Maybe I'm just biased with people that's shown up. People that I know. He's the last beginner remaining in this tournament. And Lim takes the first game, or the first round against Green Jim's. It was his Kyanta. I believe that the Demon Natsu has been moved into the back. Wow. The jumping action just barely touches Masako. Nice throw. Throw does a disappointing amount of damage considering how big it sounds. This is looking kind of rough. Lim's got a lot of Boka built up, and it's at half life with his Kokorn. And here's the Demon Nanatsu coming out. No way! I can't believe it! Green Jim not patient enough with his big steppies, and Lim is able to get a Kokorn Ultra 1 between hits. What a wild set. Green Jim certainly cursing his fate to have been Ultra 1'd in such a way. And going back to point Demon Nanatsu. And that's why you do that. She puts the work in front so your other characters don't have to. Still 7 life on this Nanatsu. Punish on the 5EX, and a taunt will give Green Jim the meter necessary to activate. Well done, a little bit over half-life, but still, he's got a pretty significant advantage, Green Jim, going into the rounds of 2. Green Jim trying to parry, force Lim to do something different. With enough patience, decides to just use jumping EX and punish. Good punish on the 2X. Lim got a little too excited. He is just moving into them, but 5EX will seal the deal. Even if Lim gets... Wow, I was speechless there. Seeing the Ultra whiff through the 2EX, really impressive. Alright, Lim's out of there. Well played from both players. It's fine. Tell me you meant to. Tell me he got lucky, and you'll see him next week at Kyanta Fight Club. So, another look at the bracket. I've had the wrong round up here all the damn time. Whatever. Losers 3. Yeah, it was meant like that. I know for a fact that Lim thought that he had this in the bag. He thought that Green Jim just couldn't handle his Cocorn Anchor. But when he found out that he was wrong, he left just like that. Get out of here, Dantharian. It's time for Green Jim versus Time Gear. Man, this losers bracket is rough. Rough house. Fine, we'll give you time to boot up the game. Picky. Look at this. 3 twos. I'm glad that I'm continuously adding stuff on this stream that I can forget to include properly. That's good.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Buttavi Spike, Bristol, Mikarashi, Anna, Michelle, Rea, Chihiro, Welda, Nara, Tsuroko, Hikachi, Robo, Jarakyo, Reo, Azuma, Robo, Shikara.
Alright, Point Diva Nanatsu. That 5EX will stop her in her tracks. But now they're both drained of meter, and a well-timed taunt will give Green Jim the fuel he needs to keep going. Wow, that was a weird hitfire. I mean, we know that it hits all over the place, but that was still weird looking. Good combo, good taunt, getting that extra meter. Time Gear has caught up in the meter game, and a really well-placed throw. Green Jim was not expecting it. Snuck right into throw range. Wins the round. Good parries! Look at that! Taunts off the throw! Oh my god, Time Gear. Not prepared for the 2X. And now Green Jim answering with a throw of his own. 2EX will stop that jumping B from happening before he even gets the chance. Good parry from Green Jim. And the normal Kyanta, the normal Pomeranian upper will beat the EX Pomeranian upper. But that is only Time Gear's first character. We've moved on to his second, who is Super Type Maso. Running out of meter, truthfully. And I know for a fact that Time Gear is looking for a place to space in one of those taunts. There he goes. And look at that. They didn't even need it, truthfully, but either way, better safe than sorry. Time Gear really showing what he's made of here. He's got a really good conscientiousness of taunts like other players don't have right now. That there's always an advantage of doing them. Like that. If Green Jim was a little bit more cognizant, then he could have punished, but wasn't expecting the taunt there. I wouldn't have either, truthfully. Even if I was, what would I have done? I don't know. Basically would have had to spin meter to punish that. Kyanta mirror. Green Jim playing it quite well. No punish on the 2EX. Good throw. And the DP from Green Jim will seal it out, but he is down in the life game. Somewhat bizarre time throw out of super. Spacing well to avoid the Maso 5EX. Look at all that damage. He didn't even need to spin meter there. 60 damage off that throw. Why is Maso the most powerful grappler in the game? Look at that damage. And that's Time Gear's second game. What is this dog doing? Hold on. Alright. Yelled at my dog a bit. Oh, there we go. Hits him out of the taunt. Doesn't get that meter. Not this round. Green Jim using Ana, super type Ana. I don't know if I've seen him do this before. If I have, it's been a long time. Nice slide. Good stuff. Able to cover the DP with, or the slide with the poison ball to make it safe to DP. But Maso's 5EX. Good parry, wow. And Green Gem also using Rare. How strange. He got all sorts of weird characters on his team. He's trying all sorts of new stuff out. When you're down, you know, this is a good time to do it. Oh my god, the damage on that throw! It's just insane. Demon Anatsu, stuff that he knows. 5EX, much more invulnerable than it ever should be. And 7 more life on Green Gem. Not able to close it out. That's 3 games to 0 for Time Gear. I don't know. Here we go. Okay, now it is Dantarian versus Hippo. Classic historical battle. And that's semis, that's winners 3. Don't tell me I don't know how to change the round thing. I know exactly what's going on. So, these guys have played a ton, but earlier in the lobby today, it was going the way of Dantarian pretty heavily. This Sendo that he's picked up is just super obnoxious. I didn't have a good way of dealing with it. I don't know what I can do about it. Maybe Hippo with Spike will have better luck than I did. Like that, yeah, you can... Yeah, see, look at that. He can't just do whatever he wants. Maybe he can just do whatever he wants, man. Look at that! He's just doing whatever he wants! Somebody stop this man. Fish. Punch him. Punch him again. There you go. Get him out of here. The only one honest character is like Cocorn. Nice combo off a throw. That's a ton of damage. YFD Hippo. Just rocketing into the lead. Nice 2x from Dantarian. Calling out the jumps. That Boko is cranking up. Nice jumping A. 2EX counter hits. This is Anchor versus Anchor. Wow, he's always in a place where she could crouch completely and avoid the 5EX from Rare. That's interesting. But, unfortunately, Hippo does not have enough meter to continue to use EX moves. So Dantarian will be able to seal the deal for the game 1. Man, when Hippo landed that combo off of throw in the second round, I really thought that he would have it. That was such a huge amount of damage. I hope that he does not give up the strategy that he's employed last game, thinking that those are at fault. Nah, he's sticking with it. Good stuff. It went the wrong way! It went the wrong way! Why did it go the wrong way? Okay, what's Blue's gonna do about it? Nice! Ultra 1! Able to immediately destroy Sendo. Nice! Good stuff from Hippo. His Blues is out of control. He makes his character look so strong. Speaking of making characters look strong, Rare doesn't need help looking at strong, but you know, then we got Dantarian playing them. A real problem. Alright, Hippo gets enough meter to use 2 EX, and that is all he needs to win. Just a little bit more meter. Racking up those nice fights. I was supposed to meet Shinso for dinner around 8-ish. Looks like I've got to contact him about that. Okay, so Sendo now putting in loads and loads of work for Hippo, or for Dant, and Hippo is able to get that Ultra 1, put it to work at the construction site, safety first. Oh my god! So much damage with that fan blade! And now, the anchor Hisomi for Hippo. That's all we've got. It's okay, because even if Hippo doesn't win here, Dantarian will surely throw Grand Finals, because otherwise he will not be able to maintain the storyline going into Evolution. Actually, wait, there's not going to be a Fight Club next week because of Evo. That's stupid. Why would I do that? Take back what I said about all those new players come back next week, and like the storyline I was trying to develop between Lim and Green Gem. Those are all bunk. They'll come back next Fight Club. So, Dantarian, 2 games, 1. Nothing changing. This Sendo has just been such a problem for Hippo. Me too. I want to see what he does. He hits the Ultra, that's a big deal. That's half of his life gone. But I mean, this also does so much damage. He's just not able to defend. I don't know what's going on. Thanks so much, Harama. I hope everything is going well with you and your family. I know that you've been going through some tough times, so hang in there. We all appreciate what you're doing so much. EX Jetpack whiffs completely. Big Kyanta cancel. And now it's pretty even. 5EX, enough to take it for Dantarian. And we're moving on to Anchor Hisomi. Alright, able to knock out the rare without losing any life. Big 5X, what have we got? 2EX well spaced enough to knock Kokron into the corner. Wow. Good read by Hippo to know that the command grab was coming. Those are some risky 5Bs, I'm scared. Nice 2X from Dantarian. And the 2EX from Hippo will give him his first win. No, it's 2-2. I don't know why this didn't update. Hippo's got this. Dantarian's gonna throw so he can win at Evo. So starting blues, but unfortunately this Sendo is able to get in almost immediately and take out half of his life. This is a real serious problem for Hippo since his blues has put so much work for him in the previous games. I'm thinking that he was expecting an order change from Dantarian. Good block on the Sendo Super. Just 5 life remaining. And the jumping A, it's super active, super good. Oh my god, Dantarian's team is next level annoying. We're reaching levels of shit that shouldn't even be possible. So, moving on to Anchor Hisomi, does not have a particularly bad matchup against Garasha. And the last character on Dantarian's team emerges, it's Rare, who would have thought? Wow, that Hisomi jumping A was able to go past the 2X from Rare, that missile. So impeccably spaced. Fanblade taunting Hisomi to move out of the corner. And only 3 HP left. The Fanblade punishes a on hit 2B. Dantarian takes the set, 3-2. So close. Dantarian, you're checking up the storyline, man. What are you doing? So now it is Hippo versus Time Gear in the losers finals. Where's Time Gear at? Alright. We're out of nice fights. I'm out of nice fights. Indeed, this is the Losers Finals. The winner will go on to fight Dantarian in Grand Finals. And will have to defeat him in 2 sets in order to claim victory. Wow. Double elimination. Time Gear using his normal team that he's been using throughout the tournament. Interested in seeing how Hippo will respond to it. Okay, these supers are putting a lot of work for Hippo. He didn't get a chance to get this much damage or this much of a lead against Dantarian at all. So I'd say this is starting to look pretty convincing, but that bear trap catches Spike trying to do that big donkey kick forward, big door kick, police kick, Alex standing hard kick. And the detective is able to shoot Blues down. The man is murdered in the streets, and there's some sort of robot on the screen. What is going on? Who's that? It looks like Detective Ozuma, but he didn't fight like him at all. Who could that have been? Who is that? Mysterious trench coat wearing man. Look at him. I'm not sure about this. Demon robot, huh? Like, I've seen the tech for it. Some of the tech for it. But, you know, Dirjo has shown off that super or speed is just so good that it seems like the obvious choice. It solves all his problems because he just moves a little too slow. Well, one of his problems. Nice parries. Time Gear looking real serious right now. Look at that. Real serious right now. He is ready. Wow. OCV. Wow, I was not expecting that. Time Gear OCV'd Hippo with his point stamina Kyanta. Is it stamina? Yeah, it's stamina Kyanta, isn't it? It's not super, is it? It is super. Still, that's just so impressive. How do you do it? How do you do it? Okay, so Hippo back on his regular team. Spike on point, and the Kyantas are already down, so not gonna get that kind of victory this time. Time Gear didn't have enough meter to continue abusing 5EX, and now it is just Detective Azuma versus Spike and Hisomi, and only 61 HP. No, it's Blues. Oh no, this is his first victory. Wow, that was almost a return OCV from Hippo. He's gonna fight Blues and Hisomi. Boko is building on Detective Azuma. That's pretty useful that the he doesn't have to worry about the bomb at all by placing the bear trap. But Hippo wins his second game. But Time Gear has shown that he is able to bridge the gap. He's able to close the distance. He's able to catch up to his opponents in these types of situations. And he will do that by sticking firm to the team that he has chosen all tournament. Meanwhile, Hippo is showing something that we haven't seen. That is Point Hisomi. Maybe he just wanted to play Hisomi. Who knows? A lot of times I just want to play Hanayon. I wonder if Hippo figured that this is his best chance at an OCV, and that's what he's picking based off of. That was a really good parry. And no OCV for Hippo. Alright, Time Gears also dodges the Super 2 from Hippo's Blues, but is not able to survive the onslaught of 5Bs. Thrown into the corner. That's big damage. And I'm pretty sure that was the change in momentum from using jumping X, the jump gun, that moved him into the range of the bomb. 500 nice fights. An unfortunate and untimely death for Detective there. But absolutely massively well played from Time Gear. He had a great showing this week. Super impressive. And we'll move on to Dantarian versus YFD Hippo. Hippo, please reset your score so I don't lose track of all these matches that are about to happen. I am far from perfect. I will mess this up. I can handle 2 sets, but handling like 4, that's a lot, man.
Yo, come on, Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイク、ぶっ飛びからじゃあんなミシェル、レア、千尋、ウェルダン、七つ、ローコ、カン、ガチロボじゃなくて俺はアズマロボ、しっかり覚えとけ、アズマ、ケイティ、アズマ、デカ、どっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル、刀、カンタ、マサ、ウコリでみんなヤバいやつら全員勢揃いでこの個性揃いのキャラスター粒揃いなんだっていいからしっかりやっとけこのゲーム最強だなんか褒めまくるこれはなんだ
Okay, Dantarian choosing the team that he stuck with most of the time during their first set. Hippo also going with his huge. Man, Sendo just does so much damage so suddenly. I've really underestimated that Rambu super, I think. Along with just how annoying, well, I knew how annoying the attack of Barxus were, but the Dantarian really makes them look exceptionally so. Look at all that bokeh building up. Okay. Rare gets some amount of relief. A third of his health's gone. What a weird interaction. Okay, Rare's dead. Whatever. Moving on to Cocorn on Anchor. Jumping right over that kick of death, flirting with danger. 2A to a 5X. That is a reset. Does not get jumped out of. Now it is moving on to Hisomi. Yes, Anchor Hisomi versus Anchor Cookhorn. Good parry, but not able to punish, unfortunately. Okay, so someone getting close to the end of her row, and a 5EX from Dantarian's Cookhorn will take it. Without Shinso here to defend his title, it may finally be Dantarian's week. And I'm almost certain that it'll be his week next week at Evolution. But we'll have a lot of international competition there as well, so there's no telling for sure. Look at all this damage! Jesus, it just adds up so fast! What are you supposed to do? This Sendo is taking basically no damage. And he's moving on. Yeah, now he's moved on to Hippo's Anchor. It's a massive health lead that he's established. It's just about like jabbing people until they die. 48 life, that's all Hippo's got. So, Nantara takes the second game. Hippo's gonna have to take 3 games before he can lose another. This is interesting. Hippo switching to duo, just completely removing both Spike and Hisomi from his team. Moving to Butobi with EX type and Hang On. Hang On is actually a really good option here. It totally locks down Sendo from just being a huge idiot all damn time. And now this Boko is getting awful high on Cookhorn. Oof, not able to get the Boko, unfortunately. But only 22 life should be fine for Hippo's stamina type blues. Yep, and he's got 166 life. That's comparable to 180 on Dantarian. Yep, just that one will do it. In type 1, no super afterwards? Does that not work on rare? He got just a little bit too nervous and let the super go off. Alright. Hippo able to stay in it just by the skin of his teeth. Man, this is tense. Hippo's made a really interesting decision to switch to a duo here. It's definitely atypical. You do not see... Whoops, played 3. Yeah, I just figured out. I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's so atypical that he cannot remember in the middle of the set that he has done it. It is so out of habit. So he'll just throw this, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, just kill him. The Intarian not able to devise a way of quickly killing people with good coin. Okay, so these are illegal nice fights, by the way. So yeah, Hippo had selected Duo, which is really unusual, but it worked out quite well for him. And I think the Toby pick is especially strong against Sendo. The Hang On super just is super effective against Sendo's obnoxious jumping, etc. Look at that. Good use of jumping B as an overhead. And now he's got to fight Dantarian's Cocorn. I do not think that Hippo has built any meter at all using EX type. Good punish. That is a really hard super to punish, so I'm sure that he's thrilled about getting anything at all off of it. Okay, but this is a pretty similar situation to the last game, so I think that he'll be fine with this. Okay, just barely able to 5B out of there, and now he's got actually more life than he started with this round with last game. And a really well-placed super will put Dantarian into panic life, danger life. And the 5EX will close out another game for Hippo. So 2-2 here. Hippo not out of it yet. Dantarian likely to throw the game so he can win Evo as his first tournament. Truly the feel-good story of our generation. Dantarian, man denied a win at Kyanta Fight Club, would go on to win Evo. And drastically and radically and huge team change from Dantarian here, adding both Ana and Garasha to his team and removing the components of Sendo and Cocorn, which had defined his team so far this set in KFC. Those big meaty buttons from Bitobi, able to contest Garasha super well, but now it will be just blues against Dantarian's 2. How weird. Oh no. Okay, Hippo still in. 33 life. He has to fight Dantarian's rare. Nice, super. And he's got EX still left in the tank. No, he doesn't. But the 2A is able to take the game. Look at this man. He's fighting out a loser's bracket like a madman. He's gone and reset the damn thing. Incredible. Amazing. Yes, you have reset. Amazon. Amazon. That's a really cool common writer, isn't it? Yes, he can reset. You can change teams. Teamsma. Amazing. I don't know. I just know that the design is really cool. Unless you're thinking of something else. Kinoko. It's her. It's the problem. And Dantarian using Masaka? What is going on? Characters that don't even exist coming out. The rock falls right onto Dantarian's head. Absolutely unblockable. Watch this red rock. Watch this red rock. Dantarian's taking huge amounts of damage from rockfall. Alright, so Bitobi still able to hold his own in this game. Now seeing Stamina type and with Ultra 2 instead of Hang On. But without Sendo, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of damage coming out from that Kick of Death. Boom! Command grab. Cocorn sitting at 127 life. This is Anchor versus Anchor. Ooh, Hippo got tricked. Absolutely tricked into activating that Ultra 1 a little too early. That's on time. Good stuff. I did not reset the scores. That'll work. 600 nice fights. Man, I can't believe that Kyanta Fight Club is so exciting and Shinso isn't even here. Shinso's dead. And here we are, having all this fun without him. We did 1000 Nice Fight on the second Kyanta Fight Club. So we'll aim to beat it one day. I think it was 1,100 Nice Fights. Is the record. So Sendo able to defeat Mushroom Girl Kinoko. And now this matchup had presented problematic for Dantarian in the past, but that was with Hang On. With Ultra 2, I'm not so sure that it will be the same way, but it's looking pretty good. Those big active jumping bees. Jumping X, good stuff. But Rare is only Dantarian's second character. Good parries, but not enough. Has to inflict damage in order to win. Good K cancel combo. Oh no, he got hit by something. He was just not blocking, I guess, but able to seal the deal. He's got 210 life to make up. Dantarian has a very, very healthy stamina type Cocorn. Whereas Blues is looking a little bit worse for wear, and that Kick of Death will seal the deal. As Dantarian's first win in the reset bracket.
Kyanta, Kyanta, ぶっ飛びスパイク、ブルース、ソミからじゃあんなミシェル、レア、千尋、ウェルダン、七つ、ローコ、カン、ガチロボじゃなくて俺は東ロボ、しっかり覚えとけ、東ケイティ、東デカ、どっちかわかんねえマスクのミシェル、刀、カンタ、マサオ、これでみんなやばいやつら全員勢揃いでこの個性揃いのキャラクター粒揃いなんだっていいからしっかりやっとけこのゲーム最強だ
Okay, well this is interesting. Speed type rare. One of the few characters that really does shine in speed type, given the fact that he can use the cross-up fan blade. And honestly, quite a good idea to get the fan blade against Sendo. I understand what he's going for here. And he's just barely able to do it. This rare mirror is not something that I imagine Hippo excels in. Dantarian getting out of there without taking a scratch. I'm glad that you're looking forward to it, Harama, but I wouldn't count your chickens. We're not sure that we'll be able to see it. There may not be a stream. Unfortunately, because of the unreliable internet connection at EVO, it may not be streamed. I hope that it is. So, Dantarian taking the second game. A little strange of Hippo to select such a strange character like Rare. Phone stream? It's possible. Talk to Shenso about it. Or someone else is going. Yeah, recordings I'm almost certain will happen. We'll see it eventually. We might not see it next weekend, unfortunately. You say y'all, but really it's absolutely Shenso that's in charge of this. Everybody should contact Shenso Beam and let them know that everyone's counting on him. Put all the pressure on Shenso, and none of it on me. I'm not going to be there. I have to do other things. Hippo, back on Spike. Tried and true. Man, this Sento is really putting in so much work for Dantarian. He's making this character look insane. The super encounter the other super. If you're going to be there, Arilu, definitely make sure to get your phone so you can record what you can. I'm sure that every small bit would be super appreciated. You know, I would absolutely love to see all of the matches that go on at EVO, even if there is a stream. The ones that go on off stream would be great to see. There'll be a lot of foreign players there. Interesting stuff going on. So Hippo down to his anchor Hisomi. And gets kicked to death. Thankfully, it doesn't do too much damage. Oh no, it's not able to punish it. But the 2 EX coming in clutch. And now it'll be Anchor Rare with all this life. The fan blade's out. And it's not going to hit anymore. Oh no! But you know what that means? You know what that means? Dantarian has secured his first Kyanta Fight Club victory. The man has finally done it. And he's looking really strong going into EVO at top seed and top seed. He's finally done it. Let me... Okay, bracket. It was 3-2. It was 3-2. And then it was 3-1. Is that right? Arlu, it's seeded, so you were not projected to do well, whereas Dantarian was, and that is how it goes. But because you participated, you'll be seeded higher next time. Wait, why does it say that the Supreme Champion is YFT Hippo? Have I denied this man his whatever? I'll fix this later. I've absolutely checked this up. I have to break this tournament open. I'll figure it out. I can. Why is it going to the log? Yeah, I'll fix this later. Then history will be correct. Everybody go on and check out the Kyanta 2 wiki. Get all that tech. Things are being updated by the moment. Like, I'll go ahead and add this information to your monsters. Jumping Bee, because I don't think it's in there yet. Jumping Bee. Damage is knocked down opponents. It is. Cool. So, thanks everybody for coming. I have to go. It's been super great week, but I've got to go give Shinto Beam this laptop so this runs smoothly next week. I'm going to open a lobby. I'm going to reset the title on the stream to reflect that it's casuals. Thanks so much to everybody for coming out. Harama, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that everything is going well for you. I hope that we're able to watch the stream. I hope there is a stream that we're able to watch for EVA next week. Super exciting that the game is there, and really appreciate you showing up and watching the American Net Play Tournament, Kyanta Fight Club. And as soon as I open this Net Play thing, I will. Alright, and I'm off.